Today's video is going to wrap up our Christmas planning series, and then we are going to dive into our Christmas gift guides. I think this is the perfect time for this video to come out prior to the gift guides because I believe that there are certain things to think about when purchasing gifts for other people. So today's video is indeed the classy ladies guide to gift giving. Don't worry, I am still going to do an entertaining video. I know some of you are waiting for that, but that is going to come out after I do the gift guides. And I also know that you're probably going to want a Christmas decor home tour, and I do intend on doing that, but that will not come out until probably right about Thanksgiving time or a little bit before. Although getting together with loved ones is something to treasure, we have to certainly admit that receiving gifts, although it is not the most important thing, it is something that we truly enjoy. We truly enjoy to give gifts, and we also enjoy receiving gifts. We have loved that special feeling that we get when somebody gives us a gift that we love, and we feel the same special feeling when we give somebody a gift and they love it as well. We also have been on the receiving end of getting a gift that maybe made us think, I don't know about this, and we quite possibly have also given that gift. So what I want to do today is just share some guidelines and some tips to help you to consider certain things so that that does not happen, at least on your end. I can't guarantee that you might not get a gift that you're kind of like, I don't know about this, but at least you won't be the one giving it. So we're gonna break it down. Let's start with personal gifts. When giving a gift to someone, it is very important that you think about a gift that the person is actually going to love or something they want, not something that you want for them to have. If you know the person really well and you want to get them something personal like perfume, bathrobes, PJs, body lotions, that is fine, but never get too personal with the gift. Don't buy lingerie or underwear or anything like that. I personally feel that that is something that needs to be left for a spouse, a fiance, or a long-term relationship. I also think that it's not a good idea to buy anybody a gift that has anything to do with self-improvement. You don't want to get somebody a gift that pertains to weight loss or how to be better at time management. Although you may think that it is a nice gift, we don't want to be reminded of our shortcomings. So always use discretion when you are purchasing, let's say, a self-help type of book or anything like that. When shopping for children that are not your own, it's always a good idea to talk to the parents first. You don't want to purchase the child anything that is noisy or needs some assembly or anything like that. So it's always a good idea to talk to the parents, see if they can make some suggestions and respect what their wishes are. Another thing that you want to take into account is, did the person travel far? If somebody traveled by airplane to come home for the holidays, you don't want to give them a gift that is difficult for them to get back. And you most likely are not going to want to cough up the money for shipping because shipping is so expensive as it is. So you can do a lot of different things with this. You can ship ahead of time. I think gift cards or money make a wonderful gift if somebody is traveling. It may not seem that personal, but you always have to remember you're dealing with TSA restrictions and pounds of their luggage as well. Another thing to consider if you are giving a monetary gift, another alternative would be you could give somebody the gift of babysitting for another couple, and you could tie in some movie tickets or something like that. If somebody has small children, I think that makes a lovely gift. Also, don't spend too much money on a person unless it's been agreed upon. You never want to make someone feel uncomfortable like you were outdoing them. Although there is no competition in the value of gifts, if your family member is struggling financially, this can put them in a hard spot and it can make them feel bad. This one, I don't know why, I do kind of feel like it's important. Put some emphasis in taking the time to make the gift look nice and presentable. Some people are just better at this than others, but you can tell when somebody rushed a gift together, threw it in a bag, wadded up some tissue paper, and ran out the door. Take the time ahead of time to make the gift look presentable. Make sure you fill out a card nicely. Never leave the appearance that you rushed through the gift. If someone gives you a gift unexpected and you are not prepared to give them a gift back, just say a polite thank you. It is far better to accept the gift graciously in the spirit in which it is given than to scramble at the last minute trying to match up the gift. Just be thankful. Most people feel better about giving than they do receiving. It's not an area that I would be too concerned about. It can feel awkward in the moment, but I know for me, if I give a gift, number one, I never expect anything in return, and I would never feel like it was not reciprocated. And I think that's a good place to be. It also can be very difficult for people to receive gifts. I don't know why that is. It's so easy to give, but hard to receive. But I do think that we need to put some value on being a good receiver as well as a giver. Even if the gift doesn't serve you, maybe it's not something you could use, maybe it is something that you already have, or maybe it's really just not your taste or style. Always make sure it appears that way. Be very thankful. Always remember that person is thinking of you. They thought of you. They wanted to give you a gift. You want to make sure you make them feel really good about that. I also think it is really classy to comment on the gift that you received. If you receive some money, let's say you're a college student and grandma and grandpa give you money, it's always nice to say, thank you, grandma and grandpa. I can really use this money towards whatever. Let's say somebody gives you a nice blanket. I think it's nice to say something like, thank you so much, Mom. I love this blanket. I'm always cold when I'm working in my home office, so it'll be so nice to snuggle up with this blanket. People really like to hear that you are very grateful for it and that you're going to put the gift to good use. Again, going along the same line, same with a gift card, always comment on maybe what you're going to get with the gift card. If somebody gets you a Sephora gift card, it's always nice to say, oh my goodness, thank you. I've been wanting to get a new eyeshadow palette and now I can do that. I talked a lot about gift giving in my Christmas planning videos, the budget. I made a lot of recommendations. You'll want to make sure that you watch that video. And I also talk a little bit about good gift giving in that video, so that's really complementary to this one. No matter what, never forget the reason for the season. We are celebrating Christ's birth, and that is number one. And I think the most beautiful part of the holidays is being together with loved ones. Way over gifts. I always say I could do without the gifts, but I know for children, gift giving is so much fun, and I have fond memories. So I think it's wonderful. I think gift giving, it's just something that is so unique and so personalized and so special. But always remember that you are going to do what you can do. You never want to break the budget. And even the smallest gifts can be the most meaningful. My favorite gift last year was a little easel calendar that my girls put together with photos that they had gotten off my computer or my phone without me even knowing it. That gift was probably about $15 to $20. I had some much more expensive gifts under the tree last year, but that was my favorite gift. The reason for that is my girls, they took the time. They took the time to gather the pictures. They took the time to get on the computer and select which pictures look the best with which month. So always remember, it's more about the gift than what you spend. I do quickly want to talk about those gifts that are more like the social events gifts. This would be, let's say you do a little gift exchange in the office that you work for, or let's say that you're in a book club and you're going to be exchanging gifts. That's a little bit different because sometimes you don't know who the recipient is going to be. Sometimes there's games that are played where somebody could open a gift, but then the next person could grab the gift and it can go around. Or sometimes everybody's just putting the gift in and each person goes up and just grabs a random gift and that's what they get. So sometimes you don't exactly know who the gift is going to. So I want to talk a little bit about that real quick and give you some tips. When you are in a gift exchange, always find out the specifics. Find out when the gift exchange is going to take place, what the dollar amount is, and then stick to it, because again, you don't want to look like you're outdoing anybody. Gift giving is not a competition. You also want to find out who all is involved. If it's men and women, that could be a little bit harder, and sometimes that's when maybe you want to get like a restaurant gift card. It really just depends. So it's very important to find out everything that you can up front. Again, failing to plan is planning to fail, so make sure you plan. Unless it's a white elephant gift, steer clear of giving gag gifts. That can make somebody very uncomfortable, and you never want anybody to feel embarrassed. Now, it's very different if that is the whole theme. Again, this is where you're going to find out everything ahead of time. If you are doing a gift exchange and you do know the person that you are giving the gift to, but you don't know them personally, pay attention to some things. If you work in the office and you see your coworker, who you drew her name, walk in every single day holding a Starbucks, well, the perfect little thing for her would maybe to get her a mug for on the go and maybe a Starbucks gift card. You know she's gonna put it to good use. Or let's say one of the people that you work with or one of the people that's in your book club that you're exchanging gifts with loves to read. Book club loves to read. Get them an Amazon gift card or a gift card for a bookstore. Well, there you go. I just thought it was nice to share a few little tips before we dive into the gift guide series. There's not a lot here to say, and again, this is just my opinion. This is just one person's, and I am not by any means missing the meaning of the season. You better believe that is not going to happen. But let's face it, we are all purchasing gifts for other people, and it's just nice to hear what other people say about being a good gift giver. So there you go, the classy ladies guide to gift giving. I hope you found this helpful. I'll see you in the next video when we get going on the gift guides. The first one up will be the men's gift guide, and it is going to be the golf edition. So stay tuned for that. It'll be coming out in a couple days, and I'll see you there.